Hello, my name is Marisa Rico, and I am here with my team.
Mesa Flippo, Caleb, and Romeo.
And today we have a presentation that will improve both accessibility and sustainability at SWOSU. Southwestern State University is an inclusive and diverse college that welcomes all to its campus. SWOSU has great pride in having students from all around the world attend its college, and it tries to be inclusive. However, improvements can be made at SWOSU to better our campus. Some students struggle with transportation, socialization, and having proper accessibility, and our campus struggles with having proper ways to sustain it. Changes and additions can be made to better our campus and improve the lives of our students. It's crucial that we recognize the importance of accessibility and sustainability, as every student deserves to have equal footing and support while achieving their academic goals, and that future students deserve to have a well-maintained campus for their academic journeys. There are many challenges that SWOSU faces that need to be resolved. Many students lack proper accessibility around campus, which adds stress on them and makes their lives more difficult. Many handicapped students have trouble navigating SWOSU's campus with its lack of handrails, ramps, accessible entrances, and elevators, and poorly designed sidewalks and ramps. This makes the students feel like a burden to those around them, even though they should not be experiencing this. A problem that many other students have is poor design and lack of parking on campus, leading to loss of time trying to find parking and reckless driving that can result in accidents. Other students have trouble getting to campus or making it to class on time due to lack of transportation. While scooters are available around campus, there is not enough of them, and many of them get stolen or lost. There is also a lack of socialization and safety around campus. While there are places to study, eat, and socialize around campus, these places are not available 24/7. Not only that, there is a lack of security around campus, which makes students feel uneasy to go out by themselves, especially at night. With a lack of security, that means lack of socialization, and with lack of socialization means that many students will not interact around or with the campus. It's important that we do have socialization not only for building social skills with others, but also making sure our campus is maintained. Everyone has a part in helping to maintain our campus, but there is not enough promotion to help maintain and sustain it. If we do not resolve any of these issues, they will continue to persist and grow even worse as time goes on. After identifying the challenges that SWOSU faces, we can go into how we can resolve them. We have multiple solutions for these challenges that will improve SWOSU and benefit everybody in the long run. For handicapped students, we wish to implement proper accessibility they need around campus to make their lives easier. Then, we wish to add some changes to the parking on campus, as well as adding another mode of transportation to help students navigate campus. For socialization, we would like to add more places to socialize, as well as having places stay open later for students, and addition of security for safety. For the sustainability of campus, we wish to implement natural elements, recycling bins, and solar panels not only to maintain our campus, but to make a better environment for our students. To have accessibility for handicapped students, many additions and changes must be made in order for handicapped students to feel comfortable and be able to navigate campus. The smaller additions would be adding handrails and ramps. Many places around campus lack handrails, and there are not enough ramps as well. Many of the existing ramps around campus are poorly designed, such as not being wide enough or being too steep. These additions may be small and unnoticeable for some students, but it's important for the students who actually need them. In addition to poorly designed ramps are sidewalks. Many of SWOSU's sidewalks are narrow and have sharp turns or big drop-offs that make it difficult for wheelchair and cane users and can lead to injuries for them. They need to be wider with rounded turns and no big drop-offs. The bigger additions and changes would be adding more accessible doors, elevators, and dorm rooms. Two of the SWOSU's dorms, Neff and Stewart, lack elevators and accessible doors. This means that handicapped students assigned to those dorms only get to live on the first floor and need help getting around their dorms. Not only that, most dorm rooms are not accessibility friendly. Examples would be that dorm rooms are either too small or poorly designed, such as having light switches and outlets that are too high for wheelchair users, or floors that are not suitable for cane users. Not only that, handicapped students are expected to pay more for these accommodations when these things should already be implemented and should not cost anything for these students. All these things are necessary for handicapped students to navigate their daily lives around campus. Not having these things can cause trouble for handicapped students, which can lead to having more stress than they need. These students deserve to have the same chance as everybody else on campus and should not feel like that they are burdens just because they don't have the accessibility.
Parking is a major problem at SWOSU. Every day you can see hundreds of cars trying to find parking around campus, only for them to end up parked on the other side of campus with only 5 minutes left to get to class. This causes stress and frustration for students who are just trying to get to class on time. That's why there needs to be changes made to SWOSU's parking. First, there should be more accessibility parking for handicapped students. There are only 1 to 2 accessible spots for each building, which is not enough for our handicapped students. Second, parking lots need to be repainted. Not only are there many faded parking spots that are hard to see, especially when one is trying to get to class, but some of the parking lots have poor designs that make it difficult to navigate. A solution to making this parking stall slanted instead of straight. Slanted parking stalls make it easier for people to pull into and let them have better vision around them when they pull out. Other things could be added while repainting, such as more arrows indicating where to turn, enter, and exit. Third, there needs to be more parking in general. The beginning of the semester is the worst time for students to try to park around campus, as there are too many cars and not enough parking. SWOSU can make changes around their campus to accommodate more parking for students, such as around the Student Union, Al Harris Library, and Hilltop Theater. Having more parking will let students be able to navigate campus better and cause less stress. However, not every student has a car or a secure way to make it to campus, and not everybody has an easy time navigating campus. Some students don't live on campus or in town, and it can be difficult for them to get back to campus if they don't have a secure way of transportation. Some students have multiple classes a day, back to back, and have to go all over campus, which can be hard if they have to walk to the other side of campus for class. SWOSU has thought of this and have implemented e-scooters, but there are not many e-scooters and quite a few of them have been broken, stolen, or lost. That's why we suggest that SWOSU implement another mode of transportation, e-bikes. E-bike will help students who don't have secure transportation or need to navigate campus quickly. They can help students get to class, dorm, and work on time. Compared to e-scooters, they can also provide exercise for students while they travel. Bikes are also safer for scooters. While not 100% safe, people who use bikes are more likely to wear protective gear such as helmets and pads, while people who ride scooters are less likely to wear protection. While accidents have occurred while riding bikes, research shows that there have been a rise of accidents and injuries with e-scooters, including fatal head injuries from lack of protective gear. With e-bikes, students will be able to make it to class, exercise, and travel around campus and town more quickly and safely.
SWOSU has tried to create and maintain a safe and social environment for students. There are a couple of places for students to study, go eat, and socialize with friends on campus. However, these places aren't always accessible or there is not enough space for students. Places like the Merck, Grill, and Al Harris Library aren't open 24/7, which cuts off students' access to places for studying and to socialize. But there are many existing spaces around SWOSU that can be utilized to create spots for students to study and socialize. First, more benches and tables should be implemented around campus. Having a bench to sit on to take a break from walking and a table to study or eat at is nice for students trying to find a spot to relax. Second, by utilizing existing spaces, new study/hangout spots can be created for students to study and socialize with each other. These spots do exist in places such as the nearest science building with shade and chess tables, but SWOSU can benefit from adding more. A great spot to implement a study/hangout spot is in front of the Stewart building, which has a wide area with only some trees and sidewalks. Third, late night hours for stores and diners should be implemented. There are students who have night classes or have busy schedules that take up most of their day. Not only that, many students stay up late on weekends or during finals week. Their access to these places gets cut off due to the hours of the store or diner. If we implement late night hours Not only will students have better access to those places around campus, which will allow them to study and socialize, but it also opens up jobs for those who need jobs working at night. Another factor to lack of socialization on campus is lack of safety. Many students have shown concern for their safety while on campus, as there have been incidents of stalking and attacks on campus. The lack of safety comes from a lack of security, as there is very little security, cameras, and access control. To provide a safe campus to our students and faculty, more security should be implemented. While SWOSU does have campus police that patrols around campus, there's not enough of them, and they can't be everywhere at once. That's why 24/7 security guards should be implemented at every dorm, facility, and event at SWOSU. Security guards being implemented everywhere will provide protection and safety for students. Next, more lights should be implemented around campus, tying into promoting more nighttime activity for students. Students feel unsafe walking around campus late at night, as there is not enough lampposts to provide light. Implementing more lampposts will create more light for the students to feel safer at night. Lastly, more cameras are needed to be installed around campus. There are not enough cameras to surveil around campus for any intruders or incidents. Installing more cameras around campus will provide a sense of safety for students and let faculty watch over their students.
Maintaining sustainability is an important factor for the future of SWOSU, yet there is little to no promotion to help sustain SWOSU's campus. Everyone on campus plays a part in helping maintain, but we feel that not enough people actually are able to contribute. But there's a few ways to help sustain and maintain our campus for our current and future SWOSU students. First, more natural elements, such as trees and shrubberies, should be planted around our campus to improve the environmental life. Native trees, such as the redbud trees, require little care and are great pollinators, and provide food for small wildlife as well. Plus, they will make the campus look a little more aesthetically pleasing. Next, more recycling bins should be implemented all around campus. While SWOSU does bring in a trailer to campus for recycling, there is only one and it isn't on campus every day, which makes it difficult for students to recycle in the first place. Having more recycling bins everywhere will make it easier for students to recycle and maintain a good habit. Finally, solar panels should be installed to use clean energy. Using solar panels has many benefits that helps everybody in the long run. It cuts the cost of energy, leading to reduced electricity bills, and will cut down on carbon emissions. These things will help better the campus for its current students and help sustain the campus for its future students. All of these solutions we have presented will help improve SWOSU's campus and create a better environment for its students and the overall environment. However, we know that these things come with a cost. We have estimated almost every cost for our solutions and understand that it would take a lot of money to implement these things on our campus. With these expenses, we know that not all of these solutions can be implemented, at least not all at once. With a limited budget, it would take a while for most of these things to happen on our campus, but there's ways of bringing in money. In the past, SWOSU has done many fundraisers to raise money and accepted donations to improve the quality of our campus. Fundraisers will not only raise money for the budget, but will also provide many opportunities for students. Most students are required to do some type of community service for classes like their capstones, and having fundraisers will allow students to be able to fulfill their goal and help out their campus. Students will also gather to work together, creating a social environment that is both welcoming to others who wish to volunteer and helpful to SWOSU's community. Not only that, but multiple fundraisers can act as promotion for our campus, displaying that we are a welcome community that wishes to help improve our campus for future students.
But we cannot ignore the importance of all these solutions and why we need them. Everyone on this team, and many of our friends are students at SWOSU. All of us have experienced these types of problems while attending SWOSU. We have witnessed multiple others struggle and see how things can be difficult around campus. These are problems that can be fixed, and we just wish to help it. And the way we can help is through this presentation. We thought about and created these solutions because we care about the students that attend SWOSU. SWOSU is an amazing campus that tries to be welcoming and inclusive, but it needs help to improve for its future students. We want to help SWOSU show it cares about its students and want to guarantee them a great and successful future. By showing that SWOSU cares, students will be more motivated to do better at classes, sports, and work in order to achieve their goals. With these solutions, we hope that we can improve SWOSU for everyone who enters its doors.